EQing the kick, I've got a low pass on at 14K because I didn't need all the cymbals pouring in there. I got a boost at, a pretty big boost of 6 at 5K just to get some smack on this, some front on it. I'm notching out 400 here. Real narrow notch on 400, just a little bit. And that's it. The snare mic is split out there. One goes to this channel, it's a 545 to the MPDI4 to this channel, and I'm low mid frequencies engaged. I'm +2 at 200, so I'm just getting some shell out of it. Snare mic was split to the Scully rather. And I'm just tuning it in depending on how much cymbal bashing is going on. It gets kind of super clangorous or too distorted. I'm just trying to find the sweet spot with this thing. And then it comes to this channel, and we've got the low frequency engaged. It's 1.5 at 150 or something. Cutting 480, so like a big old scoop out of 480. Whereas this one has like a narrow 400 notch. This one has a big old cut, like a bunch of frequencies out. We're boosting quite a bit of 3K, and I'm doing a high pass of like a 100 because there's just so much bombastic low end going on. The floor toms, those 414s, go, to rack and floor, drummer's perspective, this whole thing is. And the rack, I'm boosting 4 at 100, quite a bit of 100, some 160, 3K for some frontiness. And then the floor tom, I'm just boosting a lot of 90, 5.5 at 90 hertz. And that's it on that guy. That tom just sounded amazing, so it didn't need too much help. Then the overheads of the C12As, and I'm not doing anything to those. The M49 kit mic, high mid again, so I'm notching out a little bit of 400 on that guy as well. And we're boosting a little bit of 3K. I'm filtering some high stuff off it. 15K filter, low pass. So onto the bass setup. The DI returns here just so I can get level to Pro Tools, and I was printing the DIs to Pro Tools, not to tape. All the amps went to tape. Clean as anything, just nothing going on, only gain. The B15 and the Magnatone, no EQ. I just inserted the Unfair Child on those guys. I've got the gain at Unity. If we go to VU, the needles are bouncing around 0, right? So then go to gain reduction and get how much gain reduction you need. I went into variable mode. I started with the attack super slow and the recovery super fast because I just want to just hit the tops of it. And then if I'm not grabbing quick enough, I'm moving towards faster attack so I can get those peaks. And I was probably knocking it down like -3, -5 or something like that. Ryan's guitar setup, this is like this because we did a solo later and just ended up using the 545 only. But when I was getting the sounds, we were just kind of getting phase, like flipping this out of phase until it completely disappears the most, and then back into super phase. Yeah, for his solo, we disengaged EQs, but for his main track, he had a real the sound of the amp was super like pinny, it's a lot of high end and stuff, and I put a bunch of 480 and 3 something in there, a big wide boost of it, and it made it sound really nice. And then later on, he added some more low end and took some high end off the amp, which helped. But this EQ is just essential. Otherwise, it just sounds super thin and annoying. It just made it sound big. Craig's setup, DI doing the same thing, just level to tape and Pro Tools. Did the same. So he had that Bronson amp. We had a 57 and a Royer. I think we started out with that, and so I just did the same thing. Got flipped out of phase, and I have my capsules lined up in as close as I can together in a line, so in the same plane. And then I do this until it kind of disappears the most, and bam, back into phase. Right. Doing no EQ in the 57 because it sounded super awesome and bright. In this one, the Royer, I'm adding top like 3K, just a little bit of 3K, a wide bell curve, and high passing at 75 or 80 or something like that. His vocal track, so it's a high pass at 70 for his vocal, and then we inserted the Pilot #1 Unfair Child. I'm doing the same thing as the bass, kind of like make sure the level's going right, get as much gain reduction as I need, I'm using variable mode. Yeah, I start out super slow and super slow attack and super fast release, and then I start doing this until I'm grabbing it like I need to, getting enough gain reduction. At first, when I start mixing, I just kind of like what I call block everything out. I just want the mix to sound good, just sitting there without any faders or any levels moving around. I listen quietly to make sure I'm not fooling myself with the balances. Mixing is the beginning part is really a lot of editing and stuff because a lot of the stuff I didn't have time to mess with when we were recording and stuff. So I'm just cleaning up crossfades, cleaning up extra guitar noise or whatever, assigning outputs where they make sense. A lot of times I don't like it and I just throw it all down to the bottom, start over again. It's like erase it. I thought about routing things so they were all together and stuff because when we track the song, like different things came up and things are a little in disarray and order wise. I just decided to leave it like that because I don't want to sit here and rearrange all the stuff. So everything's just as we tracked it. The vocals are split up and some of the drum stuff is split up, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter at all. So I'm just gonna mix it in place like this. So I'm just getting a general balance here. Ripping. All right. Okay. Oh, the feedback. Right. I already did that. Where's that? Yeah. That should come out of 42 with the solo. Maybe make it a little more subtle, but or longer. On the yeah, like this kind of number. or delete it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's duplicate this and do some chamber. Okay, where's this coming out? 42. Send 3.
Pump that in there.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna make sure the door's closed.
Oh, thank you.
So what's going on here?
I'm gonna throw a little chamber on that.
Yeah.
That feedback. You're going there and clap your hands. Sounds so final. It's like the slammer. Okay, so these guys. Because I'm not an input.
And aux 3.
Yeah. Guess I'm giving it enough level. Oh. Don't want to do that. Let's mute these guys for a sec. Fabulous. Subtle. We should get the level on this first. So I'm just mixing quietly so I can hear the balance better than when I'm cranking it. EQ the solo here. A little brighty bright. Solo, I just put a little bright EQ on it, like maybe 3K. Just like +1 at 3K, really tiny, tiny move. But I want the solo to sound like too loud, like the Stooges. Where are you? There you are. Like, you know what I mean? It's like just a little too loud, yeah, but not. No, just in the balance. Like a little louder than the lead vocal, you know?
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all
gonna put some more body in Ryan's guitar now. Main guitar. Maybe some 500. We'll see what happens here. So I'm adding like 500, just a little bit of 500, big old wide bell curve on Ryan's guitar. Taking the volume down a little bit. Making sure the rhythms are the same volume on each side, different tones. Is that cool, just having total, like, equal volumes on the doubles? Adding some ratty Scully snare in there to make it dirtier. Yeah, when I'm doing the mutes, I just wanted to get rid of the cymbals to see how much other cymbal splash is coming from the other drums and stuff.
Cool.
And kind of like I just get a quick block, just like block it out, get a balance with everything just sitting there, so it sounds good like that. And usually the last thing to in the equation is the toms. So I know when I'm on the toms, it's like that's the last thing I usually do. It's a good balance. So now I'm gonna start maybe carving out different tones for different sections, like boomier kick in the verses and spikier kick in the choruses. Give it the across the room test, like not in the speakers, you know. There's the hallway test. The vocals are plenty loud. snare driving it. Not really feeling a bunch of kick. You won't really do when it's quiet, but I still want to hear something poking through, like in a spiky sort of way, you know?
Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah, yeah.
Vocal need to come down that section a little bit?
Maybe a little bit. His vocal might need to be automated a little more. So he's like more loud and
So we're gonna try the Unfair Child on the mix bus. Just give it a little kiss. A little myrtleization. Bypassed. So I'm hitting the input a little harder, like Unity is here, and there's a hardwire bypass. Same. But then I hit it a little harder. So what I'm gonna do now is just hit it harder and push the transformers and stuff. Then I'll apply some gain reduction. Of course, louder is always better, but there is a little tone difference, you know? Big tone difference. Sounds so fucking cool. Just trying the variable attack and release, see if I can get it to pop.
Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all blast, all blast, all blast. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Blow our brains out of our minds. Blow our brains out of our minds. This is something wrong.
Just trying some different modes,
This is something wrong, and we can
time constants.
have fun all night.
There's these auto modes that just keep it pushed down like a boot, like 4 and 6 it's like a.
Let's do something wrong. Let's do something wrong. Let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night. We can make love all night.
It just clamps down too hard. I like it sounding kind of open with you know, a slow attack and a fast release. So I'm just hitting the tops, just trying to get sound through the transformers and tubes, basically.
Hey little girl, what you wanna see? Something to remember before we leave. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's all have a
God, it just makes it sound more finished. This thing's amazing. I'm just barely hitting it. Just barely hitting it at all.
Hey little girl, where you wanna go? Permission, I'm wishing to lose control. Oh yeah.
Warren, you need one of these.
Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna brighten the snare up a little bit, brighten the solo up for Ryan. So I just did a boost around 3K, 5 to 3K. Big old, you know, fair to middling bell size. And we need the kick to poke through, so I'm gonna nose out, you know, get some front on the kick here. Not super stoked on my kick sounds, but I'm gonna make them work here. I already got some stuff going on. Poking through in the loud parts.
Let's all have a blast, 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 let's all blast, all blast, all blast, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Whoa! Let's all have a blast!
Cool thing about UTA EQs on the console here, you can, or the rack versions as well, you can engage each band or not, so you can hear what your other stuff is doing and just add this one band. Like you don't have to take the whole thing in and out. You don't want. I like what that's doing, but I need to get rid of the top, so I'm going to filter a low pass filter. So I'm trying to find some snap in the kick so it pokes through in the hardcore parts. And I'm going to low pass some of the splashy cymbals on top. Ugh. Not super stoked on that batter sound. Got a nice bottom stuff. Together they're okay. Like I'm drastically EQing this. Looking for some snap, you know. I'll get all my bottom from this batter mic.
Lose control, oh yeah! Yeah! Oh yeah! Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll? Just
Hey, can we try the Decca in lieu of the Unfairchild? Unfairchild sounds pretty rad.
oh yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Gain recovery.
Hey little girl, where you wanna go? Permission, I'm wishing to lose control. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna
You hear with the bass singing. Wow, limiter. 2-to-1, limiter. Wow. I've got the gain makeup at -4, so it's not just super blasting. I'm getting the effect, but it's like the output is matching my unity. Then I'm gonna blow you out.
What you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. I really like that. Super top end and stuff. I was gonna mess with the nuances of the sections, but I just decided to put a compressor on the whole bus to just see what they sound like. Unfair Child sounds amazing. Arguably, if it could be a Decca or a BBC thing. There are arguments either way, but this is a really cool compressor, and it's adding a lot of cool high end on the track. It sounds really exciting, and it is a little bit of louder is better because I have the gain makeup at -2. At -4, it seems unity, but I have room on my stereo bus to just give it a little goose. So now I'm hitting right at 0 on the stereo bus. Let's give it a listen. Some more low end with the batter mic. Some more low end on the snare. Little 200.
What you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah,
We got a request from Ryan for more high end on his solo. Happy to do. was that? A little bit of maybe 3K. Can I get a de-esser? We have like a manual de-esser, right? Yeah. FS 900. Let's try that thing. Yeah, the Scully vocal across insert 35. Now I'm gonna attempt to old-fashioned style de-ess the vocal, the Scully vocal, which is super crispy.
Let's all have a blast, 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 let's all blast, all blast, all blast, oh yeah!
Heavily de-essing.
Oh yeah! Woo!
Needs it because it's so gnarly.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, blow our brains out of our minds!
All right, hopefully it's more pleasant to listen to now.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast. Let's do something wrong and we can have fun all night. We can have fun all night.
Yeah. Can we grab the ATR? Oh, so check this out. It's like not obvious, but how you get this, you have to put tension and hit stop. Right? So do put tension on and hit stop. Satisfying, right? And so then we just go into like this matrix here. Let you put it into like, it's like ready or input or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, I put these in input.
This,
I didn't know what
this
they
can be
would
in
be.
repro. Just, yeah, this is just input
Okay,
and
cool.
we're good to go. And I aligned it the other day, so it should be cool. Oh, we're gonna print on tape, print it back to the machine. Makes it
Warmer.
finished, more finished. It's less wrestling with the track.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Together.
I love tape hiss. It's like high end. You know what I mean? It's like the air.
Yep.
I'm gonna try some of this. More gentle. Some of this. Nice, huh?
That stuff.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, blow our brains out of our minds. Yeah, oh yeah.
Like I don't feel like I need to move his vocals around anymore. They seem pretty set with all the compression and stuff. It's very interesting.
Rock and roll, just me and you, oh yeah.
Like I don't think we're losing any imp from not bringing his vocal down in the breaks or the low parts, right? It's still impactful when it comes back in. Yeah.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, blow our brains out of our minds. Blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night. We can make love all night. Hey little girl, what you wanna do? This night'll be a mess by the time we're through. Oh yeah.
I don't mind the kick drum being loud in the break part either. It's like a part.
Hey little girl, what you wanna see? Something to
Got a nice middly thing going with it. I want to put your guitar through the old chamber or something, right?
Yeah, give it a little more room.
Ye old chamber. So I'm going to put a chamber on Ryan's lead guitar that goes throughout the song. I think the guitar could use some space. It just sounds kind of dry throughout, and I want to give it some dimension, you know. Let's find the spot. So por ejemplo.
Hey little girl, what you wanna do?
It would sound cool on that too. The
For sure.
train track, the train choo-choo train part. But on this stuff,
Hey little girl.
okay. Yeah. Ryan chamber. Okay, so we're gonna put Ryan's lead guitar and Wheedly track through there, through the chamber to give it some dimension. Let's see how it sounds. Must record enable. Hey, it's getting there. All right, we're gonna print this. Listen context. Too loud? Makes it sound surfy.
What you wanna see? Something to remember before we leave. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Blow our brains out of our minds. Blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong. Let's do something wrong. Let's do something wrong.
I like it a lot.
We can have fun all night. Hey little girl, where you
A
wanna
little
go?
less.
Mission, I'm wishing to lose control. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah.
Pull up the tail off the end of it as well, you know, into the solo. I do a lot of quiet listening because when you listen loud the entire mix, you can just blow yourself out, and like if you listen quietly, you can really hear the real balance.
Nice.
That's what I was wanting yesterday. I think it'll just work off your guitar. I was going to do it on Craig's, but I think that'll probably do the thing. Just the last boom on bass and
Bass
Craig's.
is the one I think could use maybe just a little.
Okay, so just the last hit maybe, or just yeah, this bit. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna call it chamber end. Chamber tag. How about that? So I'm putting right now just for the end track has a big old reverb whoosh on it. I'm putting Craig's rhythm guitars and the bass guitar through it, so we have like a sounds like it's in a bigger room or something. Like the chamber door has opened. Just Craig and the bass, and the drums already have a chamber on them. So. You know, like those classic punk records, you know?
Or like the end of an AC/DC song.
Yeah, a little goo. That works. Like you're in the same cement rehearsal room,
Mm-hmm.
just wow. Takes a while for it to go away. All right, so I'm just turning off all the aux sends. Good practice. All right. Maybe a little fade on this thing. Boop. So the end, what's up with the end cleanup? Yeah, I probably want to get rid of the snorfelies at the end here. And oh, that awesome tape hiss. Get rid of that much. The vocal.
Night!
You totally hear the room. He's screaming so hard. That's so cool.
Get out for all night!
All right. That's everybody. I think it's kind of sitting really nicely without any fader moves whatsoever. Okay, so we should hear it through the tape now off of the HDR. All right, so just put it, Jonathan, put it in repro for us. We're ready to go. Oh, and ready. That's right. Boop. Ret to burn. Cool. We're in the red?
Yep.
Excellent. We'll just give her a listen.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, blow our brains out of our minds, blow our brains out of our minds.
Vocal.
Let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night.
So I'm adding a little more of the MPDI preamp vocal, which is like just the opposite of the Scully vocal.
Wow, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scully, and
Hey, little girl, what you wanna see? Something to
and that's the MPDI. It kind of sounds warmer if you put more of it in.
Oh yeah.
I'll sneak some in here.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast and blow our brains out of our minds. Blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night.
So I'm
We can have fun.
blending in the clean vocal with it, muting it up.
Hey, little girl, where you wanna go? Permission, I'm wishing to lose control. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Hey, little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
More razor blade vocal in.
Let's all have a blast, 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 let's all blast, all blast, all blast, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a
Balancing the rhythm guitars.
Hey, little girl, where you wanna go? Permission, I'm wishing to lose control. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Is there enough goo on the solo?
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
I can go crazy. So much it makes it sound quieter.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm just trying to find the proper solo level by listening super loud and super quiet. Sounds about right, eh? I want to hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Little top EQ.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
A little loud now. I think we can get away with that too because it's such a quiet. How much time do you think we got on the tape? A little 5 minutes maybe? Yeah.
Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Blast off, blast off, blast off, blast. Oh yeah!
I'm just gonna spot check these sections to make sure everything's detailed here. All right, that's that stuff. Scrubby.
Let's all have a blast. 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 Blast off, blast off, blast off, blast. Oh yeah!
So this could be, this lead-in feedback could be louder. A little more excitement.
Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Blast off, blast off, blast off, blast. Oh yeah!
Close, huh? Maybe a little more. I don't want to lessen the impact.
Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Blast off, blast off, blast off, blast. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Let's all have a blast. Blow our brains out of our minds. Blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong. Let's do something wrong. Let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night. We can have fun all night.
About this detail, the verse doubles,
We can make,
and its reverb.
we can make love all night. Hey little girl, what you wanna do? This night'll be a mess by the time we're through. Oh yeah!
The lead-in with the reverb sounds kind of weird. Ba, bum, ba, bum, bum. I'm just gonna fade it. Bam. Total dryness.
What you wanna do? This night'll be a mess by the time we're through. Oh yeah!
Right?
You can bring it back
Oh,
in a little
right
early
here,
on,
huh?
yeah.
Oh, now you want it on the one. Oops.
You can do that too.
What I meant to do was this.
Night'll be a mess by the time we're through. Oh yeah! 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 Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah! Yeah! But all night, we can make love all night. Hey little girl, what you wanna do? This night'll be a mess by the time we're through. Oh yeah! 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 Hey little girl, what
Listening for the vocal level.
to remember before we leave. Oh yeah! 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 Let's all have a blast. Let's all have
It sounds loud when it's not too loud when it's cranked,
Yeah.
and it sounds a little on top when it's quiet, which is where it should really be. Okay, I think we're ready to print one. Okay, we're gonna wax it. Here we go.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, blow our brains out of our minds, blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night, we can make love all night.
A little more lead guitar. Getting buried under his vocal.
Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, blow our brains out of our minds, blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night, we can make love all night. Hey little girl, what you want to do?
Pop and run zero.
It'll be a mess by the time we're through. Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah!
Hit it hard.
Hey little girl, what you wanna see? Something to remember before we leave. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast, let's all have a blast and blow our brains out of our minds. Blow our brains out of our minds. Let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, let's do something wrong, and we can have fun all night. We can have fun all night. Hey little girl, where you wanna go? Permission, I'm wishing to lose control. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Hey little girl, what you wanna do? Wanna rock and roll, just me and you. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Whoa, what?